Hi, everyone. I'm Lauren Albandian. I am the coordinator for ISAR 2022. ISAR was postponed for the last couple of attempts from 2020 and 2021, but we are having the conference this year, and it just doesn't seem like there's anything that's going to stop this thing. So we are heading to Westminster, Colorado. That's where the conference will be held. It'll be August 25th through the 29th. The Westminster. So Westminster is right in between Denver and Colorado. You have the lovely Rocky Mountains. The weather's going to be gorgeous in August. We have 100 speakers. We have 10 different topic tracks for people to choose from. And you can go to ISAR 2022.org. That's ISAR 2022.org. You can find all the information you need. You can register there. We have an interactive schedule. You can read about the speakers and so on. And today I'm with my colleague, Sandra-Leigh Serio. Thank you, Sandra-Leigh, for coming and spending time with me this morning.
I'm happy to be here.
Okay. And so just a real quick question that I've been asking speakers. Are you excited about coming back in person? I mean, we've been away for 2 years.
Absolutely. Aside from just seeing people we haven't seen in years, I think we're all relaxing a little bit more about COVID. And I'm very excited because I actually live in Colorado. I live about 15 minutes away from Westminster and Boulder. And Boulder County was one of the last counties to lift the mask mandate. So and the other counties like Denver and other ones, you could go there without masks. So they've been very cautious. So for them to lift the mandate, I'm really excited because they feel we're safe and I feel we're safe.
Yeah, they lifted it just today in Washington State. So,
okay.
Right.
Okay.
And they're just allowing businesses to make their decisions. So,
right.
And I think that's the right thing to do. So,
I would agree.
Yeah. So you're doing 2 lectures, but everyone, just in case you don't know who Sandra-Leigh is, I'm just going to read Sandra-Leigh's bio. That way you'll get a sense of that. Sandra-Leigh holds an MA in psychology and is certified by ISAR, AFA, and OPA as a professional astrologer. She has written for the Mountain Astrologer, Llewellyn Publications, and Horoscope Magazine, as well as Star IQ, and has served on the many boards of AFAN, OPA, and is past president of the Rocky Mountain Astrologers. Her active astrology practice serves clients from around the world. So, Sandra, you're doing 2 lectures. As I said, you're doing them both on, let's see, what track are you on? That's blue. You're doing forecasting predictive techniques. And so Friday, August 26th, you've got prenatal solar eclipses. So I have to tell you, in all the 35 plus years I've done astrology, studied astrology, listened to lectures on prenatal solar eclipses, I've got to tell you, it goes in one ear and out the other, and I can't seem to hold how to apply. I don't know why. So give me something I can hold on to, and the rest of us can hold on to. Why would I want to use a prenatal solar eclipse?
Well, obviously, it's the solar eclipse before you were born. So you go back about 6 months to find it. But I think maybe what hasn't come out in some of the information you've read, or maybe it has, and like you said, you didn't retain it, is that this solar eclipse is going to repeat itself about every 18 and a half, 19 years. And it'll repeat as a new moon, or it can repeat as an eclipse. And those seem to be turning points in people's lives. So we know we talk about Saturn returns at 28, but then we get this new moon solar eclipse return about 18 or 19. And I actually have some chart examples that are fascinating about what happened to people when they got the return and how there was a turning point in their lives. And also you can look at the degree of your prenatal solar eclipse, and you might know someone in your family, a friend whose sun or Venus or moon is conjoining that point, which makes it interesting because they're tied up with your karma somehow, some way. So they're really interesting to look at. And and they're a lot of fun, and everybody wants to know where theirs is, and I'm hoping that people who come to my lecture will look up their prenatal solar eclipse so they can follow along even better and apply it to their lives to see what's happened.
Well, I'd have to say you're correct in that I've not heard that before, that it's about an 18-year cycle for that prenatal solar eclipse to come back in a new moon or possibly another eclipse. And that will be something for me to take a moment in time and look back and see where those fall and what I can remember. But I think this is great information. So everyone, Friday, August 26th, 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Sandra-Leigh will be doing the prenatal solar eclipse lecture. Now on Sunday, August 28th, you are doing one called Outer Planetary Cycles and Natal Chart Collisions.
Yeah, fun. I'm going to talk about the cycles of Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and we're going to apply it to natal charts. So if you're born with a personal planet, which is Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, or Mars, in a challenging aspect, a square opposition, sometimes a conjunction, to an outer planet like Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, those cycles will most likely repeat themselves in your lifetime. As an example, if you have Venus square Saturn, then every 7 years, Saturn's going to either conjoin Venus, square Venus, or return back to the original square or oppose Venus. So it's like, it brings what I call your natal promise or your destiny into focus when that happens. So if you live long enough, like some of us have, we can observe cycles like, what happened when transiting Saturn crossed your Venus, and then 28 years later, transiting Saturn's crossing Venus again, which can mean a lot of different things depending on your chart, depending on the aspects Venus makes. But pretty much Venus is about what you value, what you're attracted to, what you love, what you're kind of attached to. And Saturn can threaten that or make you appreciate it more. And so we're gonna look at that. I love to look at charts of people, usually famous people. Sometimes I'll pull a chart from my clientele. And it's really fun to see what happened in their lives. And that's how you learn what's going on in your own chart when these cycles repeat themselves. Just like, as you know, Laura, we're having the Pluto return in the US chart, right? And everyone's talking about that, and it's returning to the second house of values. And, what does that bring to the United States? And we're already on the tip of that, the second house. Pluto deals with our police force. And, what's been going on there is a lot of police officers have been brought with charges, for whoever was in their care and what happened to them. So it's already starting, as these things usually do.
Yes, they do. So everyone, this is that lecture, the Outer Planet Cycles and Natal Chart
Collisions.
Yes, those collisions.
Hard to say, I know.
They feel like collisions. I have a natal sun exactly at the degree of the United States Pluto, so 27 Capricorn. So Pluto has been operative in my life, so I can certainly relate. So Friday, August 26th is the prenatal solar eclipses. Sunday, August 28th is the Outer Planet Cycles and Natal Chart Collisions. You all can go to ISAR2022.org, ISAR2022.org to find more information about the conference. And I personally am very excited. I know all of my colleagues are excited to come back together to not only see our friends and that we haven't seen for two and a half years, and of course, to make new friendships, right?
Right. And to learn astrology and to fellowships. And you learn a lot just by side conversations with people.
Oh,
it's amazing, right? How much you can learn. I'm very excited. I'm so glad it's in Colorado. It's in a beautiful setting. You can see the mountains. And I'm hoping everyone signs up right away and comes.
Me too. All right. I'll see you there.
Okay.